Hey everyone, and welcome. I am, of course, your host, Chesh, and here with me is my co-host, Sam, who likes to jam. How you doing, Sam?
How you doing? I haven't got to jam for a long time, like literally dunk a basketball. Like it's been months, and I've worried I've lost my hops, man.
Oh, I feel you. It's been literally a couple of decades, so
Yeah.
I need to probably work out a
Pandemic
little bit.
nonsense.
I need
Yeah,
to lose some weight, get
you
myself a
need a
new basketball jersey.
you need a Rocky montage.
Yeah, pretty much.
Solves all problems.
So,
Oh, what jersey would you get?
that's a good question because I wouldn't get Rodman these days.
Yeah,
Um,
I do
Probably.
like not a Lakers fan, but
Hmm.
like something weird, like a Lakers Rodman or Dallas Rodman, something strange. But
Yeah,
yeah,
something
yeah, but go
strange is cool, but what I was thinking is probably more along the lines of maybe, probably. I mean, obviously a Carsen Edwards jersey would be great,
yeah,
but
that'd be pretty rad.
I think one of the home team jerseys, the dark one, because it's really cool.
Yeah, nice. And it's the type of thing these days too. I mean, jersey wise, we've got a lot more access these days to jerseys than we used to. It used to be I had to hunt down stuff on eBay, but now we've got like Basketball Jersey World, which is an amazing joint. And you can get it's generally like the better players on a team type thing, but you can
Mhm.
still find some obscure ones. Like been looking to like get a Glenn Rice jersey or something.
Yeah.
It's not. It was a great player, but it's like it's not the Jordan jersey. It's not the Kobe jersey.
Hmm.
Just love those ones. So,
So, I guess we should discuss why we're here, and it's certainly
hmm,
not the trash that people decide to send with eBay purchases where they think, I don't have a top loader, I'm going to sandwich it between some bulk trash.
Chaff. Is that a Kawhi card though?
People, no, it's not. It's Tim
Oh, Tim
Duncan
Duncan.
and
Oh,
Robin Lopez.
disrespect Tim
Oh,
Duncan.
I don't care.
I don't know.
But people, when you are sending items on eBay, don't
Use a top
do
loader.
this at all. It was these with a not very expensive, but what could potentially end up being a very expensive card
Yeah.
wrapped in paper.
God,
Not
man. You know what?
even a sleeve. Not
Chris,
even
do
a
you know what?
sleeve.
You know what occurred to me this week though? So I'm getting to the stage of actually like pushing out. I'm selling a bunch of my cards this week. I haven't done it for a long time or
Mhm.
like know what the general standards is. I don't think anyone's doing a really good job of like establishing what the standards are or like just showing them really clearly. So maybe there's an opportunity there. You can do a quick video to go, this is how you send out cards. Because
Yeah, I
I don't think it's been explained very well. I mean, it
I
seems really
could
second nature.
absolutely do that.
Yeah, like, top loaders, don't do the whole sticky tape thing with the unopened sleeve inside the top loader. That's pretty gross.
No, it's
Um,
fine as long as you put the sleeve in upside down.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. Like the sleeve exposed in the top, and then the top loader, and then just put the sticky tape on top. Oh, it's not going to move, but it's going to tear the crap out of the card.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of
ugh.
that, so one of the other cards that I received was absolutely in a sleeve, in a team bag, flanked by other cards for protection. What are you doing, eBay people? What are you doing? Don't do that. Now,
Flanked.
the funny part
Ooh.
is they sent me a base Damian Lillard as well. That wasn't in a sleeve. It was just chunky sitting in the package itself.
And the Dames are going like they're hot property right
What
now.
property? And it's just like no sleeve, just chucked in the team bag.
Uh,
Like, what are you doing? Anyway,
I, I dig it.
the first thing I wanted to
Oh
start
well,
with is
I'll take it.
I did a group break through Cherry. I'm just gonna carefully take these out of
Oh
this
yeah, is
sleeve.
this the one with SO?
No, that hasn't come in yet, so
Okay.
we're not going to talk about that. But this Jason
No, no,
Tatum,
no.
this Jason Tatum Maestro arrived.
Oh,
This is from
nice.
Court Kings.
Was this a was this the
Very nice
first one?
card. Yeah, this is the first one. This is the Celtics one that I,
Yeah,
I won the other night. My
and
Jason
I am.
Tatum rookie, which has already been sold,
Yeah, nice.
which I was going to
Von
keep,
Ra.
and then I was like, it also had a Gershon Yusabel rookie.
You but I don't know. Show me how it looks, and I'll be able to. I can't remember how to. Vasile.
Ah,
I know how to say his first name.
fine. It also had a semi Ojolai,
Demi Ojale is awesome.
so that was a
I know
cool
he's not
rookie.
like he never does crazy things like as a player,
Right?
but look how ripped he is, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. Also,
And
it
Andre Iguodala.
from the Court Kings that they ripped, they got a Grant Williams rookie one.
Speaking of ripped dudes,
And the funny part is, it also had a Hall Kings in the Donruss, which was good old Birdman himself, Larry Bird.
that's right.
That was a really cool, um, a really cool break. To be honest,
Yeah, no,
like
I was gonna say, like, I forgot you got a good like 6 cards out of
I
that.
got yeah, I got Celtics, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then it was just like, oh, I got Celtics, a Jason Tatum rookie. Oh, things are looking up, and then a Larry Bird, and then the Grant
Yeah.
Williams, and I was like, all right, this is probably the coolest break I've ever had.
It had
That's
everything. It had like
real
current,
cool.
good rookie or like good rookie cards like Tatum, and then like up and coming ones. Who knows
Oh
what
yeah, it also
Grant
had
does?
a
And then like your nostalgia value with your old inserts. You're like, yeah, now we're doing it.
yeah, it also had a an apprenticed artist, Romeo
Romeo.
Langford.
Have you thought about collecting any Romeos?
I have actually, because Romeo seems real good, real
Pretty
good.
cool.
Hey, just to let you know, also, not a single problem with the stream so far.
It looks good to me, and
Yep.
it even looks. I've got a feeling the video is a little bit desynced, but I don't care. Like I can see it, and it's not awkward. So
But
man,
so
Discord sucks
Discord sucks. It just
for
sucks the
doing the
life out.
video stuff. But yeah,
Thank you to P Force, whoever you are, who sent me 3 of these Carson Hoops rookies that I've got millions of.
you're a fine human.
I don't know who the person is. I don't know how they would have gotten my address. They're not one of my eBay contacts.
That's even weirder.
It's really weird. I have a
I love
feeling
that.
it's from a break, and I didn't crack anything out of whatever break it was, and the person just willy-nilly sent me like 3 Carson Hoops.
Love it.
But even so, like, I mean, if I'm going to miss out on a break and you're going to send me some Carsons, much
Yeah.
love. Thank you very much.
And that goes back to what we was talking about our vision for breaks in the future. If you start running them, like you always want someone to get something.
Exactly. These next ones were $10 a pair, I think, approximately, like about $7 to $10, including shipping. So I got in on the Prism train.
Yeah, nice man.
Bring those
That's
down a little
good.
bit. So we've got another Purdue Carson.
I was going to say, how are you feeling about the seeing the college jersey? You don't mind?
I don't mind. I
I think it looks
understand why
cool.
other people don't like it,
Yeah,
but it just
exactly.
means it's cheaper for me to buy in, and
Isn't it,
once I
man?
sell out of them if I need to at some point, like if Carson does well and I want to offload them, they're still going to increase in value. So I don't see a problem at all.
I reckon Purdue, I mean, just completely aesthetics aside, like Purdue have a really cool kit. They've got
Mm-hmm.
that cool, like, it's the black and cream kind of thing. Like,
Exactly.
it's a nice
So
home jersey.
two normal prisms. We got another one of the orange prisms, which are just gorgeous.
Mm,
I don't think the lights
looks like
here
a
really,
basketball.
yeah, I don't think the lights here really do it much justice, to be honest.
Yeah.
We've got a purple prism,
Ooh.
which is just, you can almost see the shine. It's just such a gorgeous card. And a silver prism as well.
Yeah, nice.
So they were all like pretty much top on the list. If it was from a regular prism set, the silver prism is currently going for I think about $50 US.
Hey.
Because it's a parallel and it's always going to be wanted, even though like it's a rookie who's possibly just not really performing at the moment. And I get that, but at the same time, like he's a cool dude. So,
Exactly. He's got love on his thigh. That's great.
speaking of, remember how I was saying like stop sending your random stuff to package your cards?
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because there was another one, and this is like a Donovan Mitchell from Donruss 1920, NBA Hoops, Denzel Valentine, a
You mean
Frank.
2020?
No, 1920.
No. What do you mean 1920?
2019,
Oh, so
2020,
the years?
1920.
Like, what?
No.
Gotcha. Yes,
Yeah,
basketball season working
Valentine.
for years.
Yeah, a Frank Nitikalia. I don't know.
Oh,
1920.
Niakina. I
Niakina,
think
thank
it
you. And a
yeah.
Jonas.
Alan Tunis?
Yeah, that one. Um, and these were all, I believe, encased around the Carson as well. And I don't understand. Like, thanks for protecting Carson with your jank.
It's like,
Carson didn't
but
need you to. Like,
there's also like attempting to protect.
yeah, yeah. Carson just needed you to maybe, I don't know, actually protect Carson properly.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's also the undertone that maybe this is some way someone's like getting rid of their cards, their bulk cards slowly because their significant other has said that these cards need to leave the house.
You know what? And that's fine. Use a fucking top loader.
We'll use a top loader, exactly.
It
And then
takes
just
you
sandwich with Donovan
50
Mitchell.
cents
Exactly.
to buy a fucking top loader. Buy a pack of 25 top loaders for $6 from your local EB. I know we're in the middle of a pandemic, but they just got them back in like a month ago, and they still have them. So just
Well, they
fucking
sold
do it.
out for a bit.
Yeah, they were.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not to mention, I will say, I've seen plenty of people sell them on the Facebook pages.
Exactly, for way
and
more.
that's actually where you get the best deals. Like it's don't pay the retail on those.
Now, De'Aaron Fox Revolution looks really gorgeous, and this is his rookie card.
You got the other day? No. You didn't crack this. This is the previous Revolution then?
Correct.
Yes, nice.
And I actually have more of these on the way.
Didn't you get the base from the current?
I did. Yeah.
Not that matters too much because your RC is, of course, and your sparkly parallel as far as I can see.
Well, it's not a parallel. That's base.
Oh, sparkly is base. Like there. Wow.
Yeah.
Again, man, this is the whole that foil effect right there is the one that I've like tried to get. Like, I don't know where it fits in property marketing, but like I've got the foil book at work. I'm like, can I just get this foil on a job? And it's got this like crazy glitchy foil effect. I'm like, yeah, nah, it's never gonna fly. But
hopefully wait until next week, and next week I'll be able to show you what the alternate parallels look like.
So that's where they start to mix up the different sparkly effects, don't they?
Yes.
Like the hollow bit. Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, so next up we're back into Carson territory. So these were from eBay. We've got one Optic Donruss. Because I'm a real fan.
Nice. Everything Carson does, he's doing something pretty swaggy.
We had another Chinese cracked ice come in. So I've got like 3 or 4 of these now.
We've got a few of these, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've got 3 maybe. Let me just put that to the back so you don't see that yet. The same with
that. Reminds me, did Card Shark get in touch about those other
yes
cards you cracked? Nice.
Yeah.
Jackson Hayes and the Cam Johnson.
He doesn't need them.
No, he's already got them?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
But he's going to sell me his Carsons. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Good on you, Sharky.
So we had a green Hoops parallel come in of Carson, which is the only one I could find.
Oh, look at that gradient.
Yeah. Very cool card. Again, just yet another normal Hoops Carson, because apparently I need like 1,000 of them.
Yeah, man.
I did have one of these come in from the eBay as well. I won the auction for this at 99 cents.
Yeah.
So the postage was more expensive than the card.
How about those?
But I'm not going to argue with that at all.
The whole buying in early.
Exactly. Continuing the trend of investing in Celtics, we do have this gorgeous level 2 rookie from Court Kings of Grant Williams that came in.
Ooh. And yeah, what's that? That's
like hollow foil. It's Court Kings.
They have fully nailed that whole 90s aesthetic.
But look at this. They absolutely nailed the back. Like, that just looks amazing.
Oh, that's good. So, this is some like 96, 97 Fleer stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of Court Kings, and I have to read this for a second. This is 84 to 149.
The Grant Williams one, or your next one?
This is a Carsen Edwards signature.
Hey!
And I got those together for about $30. Yeah, it's on card. So it's just like, I snapped it up. I was just like, I saw that, I'm like, yeah, pull the
Mm.
trigger straight away. Like, it's on card. That's very cool.
So, big talk, Chesh.
Mm-hmm.
I've really I've kind of understood lately of what I'm looking at with a lot of the stuff I'm selling and that kind of thing, and you know taking the pulse of what the hobby and the collections are like these days. But I mean, it feels like patches and autos aren't as much of what they used to be. Like I feel like base is stronger than ever and parallels are stronger than ever, and
Surprisingly, you are correct.
so that's the thing that still gets me. That maybe it's just the aftermath of collecting in the 90s, but I still get super bloody excited about an auto or a patch. And I don't know if that like somewhere along the way they got less attractive as like, maybe they're just a bit of a gimmick, but like I don't know, like I still dig a patch. Like I just,
Yes and
there's
no.
something about it.
So if they're a lesser player, then it's not worth trash. Like, it's
Yeah,
worth
exactly.
$5. Even though like it could be like a one of one, it's
Yeah.
gonna be worth maybe $50. Whereas a one of one of say Zion's worth $30,000.
Yeah, of course.
And that's where the weird part comes in, especially now with new collectors coming on board as well. Um, is that the rarity, which is what we used to pay for, was rarity, is no longer a thing. What you're paying for now
Is desirability?
is, well, desirability of the superstar themselves, not of the card. And that's
Yeah.
the thing that blows my mind. Like,
I think that's got me now, like selling Dame Lillard rookies, and it's also like selling when hot too. Like you're
yeah.
just like,
Well,
whoa,
I
shit.
look personally, I think you undersold those rookies.
Yeah, I know.
I did
I
see
think
that
so too.
post and I was like, wow, I think you like really undersold those. But you
There
know
was
what?
some paninis were going for like 40 or 50. It was
Yeah.
like,
But did you really though? That's the question, right?
well,
Like,
yeah. I
at the
mean,
end of the day, like,
my points
how
were,
much do you estimate you would have paid for those rookies?
and that's what I was going to fill you in with. Like, I completely unbeknownst in 2012 when the hobby was not doing. There was people in it, and like we
It
say,
crashed. The hobby
yeah,
had
odd card
crashed.
trader was okay, but it was pretty quiet. And even like you put it down to like NBA getting played in places like pubs and that kind of thing. Not that we do that right now, but the Australian kind of understanding of NBA was just not what it is now. And now a pandemic. I was talking to my mate Benny about this the other day. I was trying to like pull apart the anatomy of what the hobby is about these days
Mhm.
and why there's so many people. I was like, this is crazy, and it's completely not what it was like then. We were buying prison packs at Caribbean Gardens for however much, $110 for sure.
Yeah,
And
and now those
I'm about to
12
celebrate
2012 Prism boxes are worth like
insane.
$10,000. You know.
Totally, and that's kind of it. It's like, man, I need that Back to the Future almanac and do that. But I mean, even then, I've got I'm moving a base Steph Curry, I'm moving a base James Harden, and they're worth crazy. But we were just like having fun in the hobby again. I was stocking up on my Sonics cards, but it's kind of really interesting that now also people are at home, people not watching as much basketball, and they're looking at their own collections and getting into it that way. But yeah, it's totally that. And I'm seeing and talking to people that are starting their Damian Lillard collection today.
Mm.
And it's like, ooh, okay. So as you're talking about, and we've talked about, like start with a rookie now, like and give that a go, and who you kind of align with, and it gives you more of a reason to kind of support them and enjoy watching their games, when they
Exactly.
do actually play. So yeah, interesting times, man. It's just like I don't know. I think it's just like everything's been amplified, and it's scarcity of sealed product as well. Like it's kind of nuts, but it's bloody exciting.
Exactly. More cards. Do you want to see more cards? I've got more cards to show.
I'll keep going. I love your mail
So
days, man.
these are from the Cherry Discord. These next two lots. The first one is from Megahawk84. Thank you so much, Megahawk. Megahawk sent these for free.
Thanks, Hawk.
Because Hawk hit me up and was like, "Hey, do you have any Cam Reddish? I've got all these Carsons." I'm like, "Sorry, man. Like, I've got one Cam Reddish." And then Megahawk was just like, "You know what? Don't worry about it. I'll just send these to you for free." And I was like, "What? Like, what?" And yeah,
You know,
didn't
that's what
even
it's
charge me
about, and
postage. Yeah,
and
exactly.
you're going to be seeing some Cam Reddish stuff when we keep opening stuff, and you go, you know what, like this is a kind of respectful thing. It's like, yeah, I'm just going to be your way,
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly.
I love that. Look out for your bros.
So of course we've got another base hoops because you can never have too many.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm never going to argue with free cards as well.
Go hoops.
We have another Don Russ Carsen Edwards. which I think personally is my favorite of all the rookies at this point. Like, don't get me wrong, the under the leg ball switch going
Oh,
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
dunk is
This
pretty
one has
cool,
a
but
tattoo. Exactly.
this is just like the more like, yeah, I've got the ball and you are never gonna take it from me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to show them biceps. By the way,
Exactly.
how funny was that Don Russ rookie you had? I can't remember who it was.
With the bracket?
Oh yeah, there was that. But the Spurs rookie you had where there was literally no type.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
was funny as. Like that was such a weird printing error.
Exactly. We got another Carson
Another Revo.
Revolution. So, sparkly, awesome RCs. Um, the cool part is the next couple of cards that Mega Hawk sent out. The first one is this amazing, amazing Carsen Edwards acetate,
Acetate.
which
Big.
I was just like, oh, wow. Just
I dig those acetates,
wow.
man. It's so
Like,
good.
the hobby should have more of them. I'm surprised.
Some of my favorite cards are acetates for sure. Like that I've got in my collection.
Well, see, I'm surprised that Panini hasn't decided to like do team photo acetates that lay over on each other to like
Oh
make
my
a whole
god.
triptych. Oh no, such a good idea. Why haven't they done it?
You have cells, yeah, exactly. And you have a what do you call it? It's framed so it's almost your magic kind of knowledge of coming in there. There's like the way you do that to optically make a 3D effect going on. So
Yeah, exactly.
that's
And
crazy.
this rather amazing sticker autograph, which is a
Yeah, that's cool.
fast break.
Man, they did not back off the foil on that one.
They did not back off. They doubled down on the foil.
That is
They
a disco on the card.
absolutely. Yeah, well, and I believe that's what the foiling is called. It's called disco.
Oh, sick. Nailed it.
Like the foiling type anyway. I don't think that I saw a number on here, whether it was numbered or not. I don't think it is. I know it's a short print. I think it's to like 199 or something. But I can't remember.
Getting a few autos now anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
I may have mentioned this before, but like my initial kind of understanding of graphic design or interest in it literally came from looking at 93, 94 Upper Deck. And and I still look back to it this day, but like and it's determined what career I went in a weird way, and understanding, what I loved about basketball was the aesthetics. And it continues to dazzle me to this day what the card companies are doing to like make new frames every year that are desirable. So
just you wait until you see what's up next, because this is the Chronicles lot.
dazzle
And
me, man.
this was very cool. This is from Michaela, who is also in the Cherry Discord. This one wasn't free, but you'll understand why in a second. So we've got another Carsen Edwards hoops, because I have a small growing army of them.
Oh yeah.
We have the Threads Carsen Edwards.
Oh, is this going to be a patch?
No.
Oh, Threads is the set kind of thing.
Just set base card.
So what do you think of the jump shot? That's a pretty elbowy jump shot.
It is. It's a very elbowy jump shot, as you can see from this one as well.
Isaiah Thomas type jump shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like a strong point guard jump shot.
So this is Essentials.
That's cool.
It's very shiny. Yeah, I really dig this one. It's just extremely shiny. Like
without his hair.
Way too shiny. The next one we have up is a marquee card.
Marquee doing these days? Oh, interesting. They're kind of channeling that, late 80s, early 90s hoops.
They really are. They
Wow.
really are.
That rounded cylinder thing.
The next one up is the Crusades.
Oh, they're still doing Crusades.
Yep.
Sorry, man, I'm so out of the loop. But Crusades in 2012 were my favorite set. Like they were so cool.
So they're extra cool.
It's funny though, like with Crusades every year, if they're doing them every year, there's only so far they can take the aesthetics as far as still got to look like a regal kind of thing. Like it's,
Yeah, I'm just surprised that these are like Prism. Like that's the weird part. But anyway, there's this purple Crusade as well, which is gorgeous.
Yeah, they had good parallels.
Coming up for some really stuff.
I have to show you my Sean Kemp Crusade
Oh, definitely.
2012.
One has a little bit of chewing on the top, on the back, because of the size of the card. I can't imagine that this one will be easy to get a good copy of, to be honest, because it is. Oh, in a second, it's a black box, 82 of 249. It is like a super thick stocked card, like a
Dang.
100 point or whatever they call them, like 200 point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If that was GSM, that would be just seriously like 800.
Just so, just such a cool card.
Premium.
So that was amazing. And the last one that Michaela sent through, and this is,
Thanks, Michaela.
I saw a number here somewhere. I didn't. Another sticker auto, and this is a flux follow.
Dang.
I mean, it's just the design on this is just like
Yeah.
really nice. The very muted, and then the back of it looks like a faded like Fleer card, and
Yeah,
that's
for
what I
sure.
really dig about this aesthetic.
This
It's
one is
so
going
good.
off the nostalgia hard. I was seeing some holo cards from the 90s today where your super premium holos of the early 90s were, you know, they were like a grayscale image kind of thing, but then you just had the light reflecting off them, and there was not much more than that. But it's quite
Exactly.
amazing.
So that was my eBay and sales haul.
You've
for
had a
this
full
week.
on week.
Yeah, it's a big stack. That stacks are going to be
great.
very small for the next couple of weeks. Let's be honest.
Exactly. I've got a that reminds me you had that thick one before, and then the acetate. I've got one to show you when I kind of run through some of my older stuff. I stocked up on Sharif Abdul Rahim rookies at one stage. Not that I don't think he's worth anything. I just think he's a cool player from the 90s, Grizzlies days as well, when the Grizzlies were new. But there's an acetate in the collection there. I think it might be an upper deck. I think they called it Glass at the time, like late 90s, maybe even 2000s, because he was playing for the Hawks. But the thing is, like, thicker than that. One of the last Carsen cards you had there, acetate. So the whole thing's just a solid slab of plastic. It's crazy.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing. Like, looking back, like, okay, so I have a massive history in the last 25, 30 years of trading cards, from Star Trek trading card game to Yu-Gi-Oh to Pokemon to even like Marvel Masterpieces and stuff like
Went to
that.
the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, I've collected Yu-Gi-Oh. I've collected a lot of stuff over the years.
Oh,
And
Magic Man.
shipped it off. Unfortunately, should have kept
Yeah.
that pot of greed, huh? Wow.
I don't know what they're worth.
Like $10,000 or something.
Don't even remind me.
Yeah, a lot of money. And look, when it comes down to it, there's a lot of those kind of like old things that I really feel like Panini could revisit. Especially like what I was saying about the triptych stuff is that the old acetate idea does come originally from Fleer. It came from a Fleer Marvel set that had acetates in it. It was X-Men.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like, you should look it up because there's a really cool Charles Xavier one because it's all based on the animated adventures, like from the 80s slash 90s, 90s. You know, that one.
Yeah.
Everyone remembers that.
Until I was a kid.
And it was just like a really cool set. It had some questionable other cards in it, like the beach cards or whatever they were called, the holiday relaxing cards, where it was like, you know, the dudes with their shirts off and the ladies like walking around in skimpy bikinis. But I digress.
I need to see this. All right, X-Men Beach Guys. Yeah, keep going. I'm gonna look these up.
Yeah. But the idea is that you're obviously Panini's going back to that like that source of knowledge when it comes to cards, and I dig it. But I think they could go further. Like, especially with like the die cut thing, having die cuts that fit together to create like a full puzzle would be a really cool idea. Making them short print is even cooler, especially if it's a short print of an entire team. Let's say that, and this is my bias running wild, but let's say that Celtics win, right? They win the playoffs. They they're the champs, they get rings. Why not then make a puzzle of the entire team and
Make it
like,
more about the team rather than the player.
exactly.
Because so much of collecting is about the player, and I know my personal collection is based on a team. I mean, that doesn't exist anymore, the Sonics, but yeah, like most people collect a player, not a team.
Exactly.
That'd be really cool.
But yeah, I think that that's one of the things that they could do. Um, and so Panini, if you're out there and you watch this somehow, hit me up. I've got lots of ideas for you. Like
I
seriously.
love it. That's just like really good blue sky kind of ideas of where you can take cards, kind
Mhm.
of thing. And I mean, we were talking about this in Magic, and I think they need a next step for sure. But yeah, that's super cool. Man, the beach cards far out.
I know, right?
Whoa,
Couldn't do
man.
that these days. No
I've
way.
always wanted to see like Wolverine on spring break.
Or Jubilee walking around with next to nothing on.
Oh man, yeah, it's the like Dead or Alive fighting
It
game.
really is like Dead or Alive Beach
Where
volleyball.
it's almost like advantageously predatory. Like
Yeah,
that's a
it's
bit much. It's too
really.
much, man. Except Wolverine, Wolverine's just hammering on a sausage on his like claws. Excellent, excellent. Anyway,
But yeah, so I think that like another thing that I would like to see is like windowed cards. So
oh yeah,
I don't know what set it was, but back in the day there was a secret code window set. Um and you could like mail away for the secret window and you would use the secret window on cards and it would like augment them. It was
wait,
just like
what? I was kind of following what you're talking about. Now I have no idea. This
okay.
is like I need
So
to know how this works. This is so cool.
think sort of like 3D, right?
Yeah.
But you're using a single window. So what it's doing is it's actually calling out. I believe it's using like a UV light process to
Okay.
call out specific ribbons of color within the actual image itself that you can't see with the naked eye. So to the naked eye, the image looks normal. But once
Yeah.
you put this window card on top, the image
Oh,
enhances like certain colors in it and changes what the image looks like.
case in point. Did you see the video the other day that it had someone showing what happens if you can remove that screen off your iPhone?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's amazing. So the whole thing looks like nothing, like a blurred mess, or like literally nothing, unless you wear some glasses that actually show what's going on. Ah, it's crazy. And the cards are really the conduit for the craziest progressions of print technology.
Mm-hmm.
Why not keep pushing that?
Yeah, exactly. But
That's
I
great.
think it's also like it's not just limited by imagination. It's
Yeah,
also limited by the processes that we have. Like let's face it, there's a lot of cards in the 90s that pushed the envelope because they figured out new ways to do things because they're a printing company like Fleer. Like
exactly.
if Fleer didn't have their foot in everything including printing, it would never have happened. Never.
I was just thinking the other day, the what are the ones with the peel off kind of thing? Like
The
that was
refractors,
yeah, and
top
that was like
finest.
early. That's essentially like the precursor to like a prism, and like that effect, and it feels embossed and everything. So yeah, Top's fine. Oh, was it Top's finest? To
Yeah,
pull
I
out a
think
few.
so.
I've got a bunch lying around that were not like spectacular players, but they're still like a Kendall Gill or something. Like
Mm.
I've got a bunch of those. And there was some that's like back in the day, be like, oh, I just peel it off. That's fine. And like, I've got a bunch now with the peel's still there, but the weird thing long term, like keeping the peel, it's like the plastic on the couch type thing.
Sorry, I was replying to a text message.
That's okay. I'm just hanging out, man.
Just hanging out.
Hanging out.
Um, no, Card Truck just hit me up saying that he just found
Hey,
a Carsen Edwards Origins purple. That somebody is selling. It's currently looking like it's at $14. Do you want it? 11 of 21.
yeah, man. Sounds good. Oh,
So when are we going to see your collection?
probably when I get my, I mean, I can do it off my phone, but when I get my webcam, which will be very shortly, so we can keep doing more magic content. So That was my revelation today that finally, like, webcams are kind of generally back in stock. Whereas, like, a few months ago, everyone still need them to work at home for the first time. You're like, "God damn." So, um, I'm excited. So, yeah, I'm gonna do run through the box. I'm gonna sell a bunch of the stuff, of course. I
Mhm.
already sold some Dame rookies. Like I said, Prism stuff from, 2012. There's plenty of stuff. There's When you talked about a window, I thought about what I had, but no, mine's just a lo-fi version of that. The Glass Rookie Kawhi Leonard 2012 Timeless Treasures, I think it is. So it's an RC on card auto, but it's
Mhm.
like a really thick card, and then in the middle is like a die cut square, and then that piece of acetate and the signatures on the acetate,
Oh,
which is pretty rad.
that's really rad. Yeah, that's the other thing, like triptych cards and stuff, right? We've seen those in sports cards before,
Mm.
but why not have one that's like a multi-level changer, pretty much, like in the same vein, but like where you can, move the flaps to create a different image. Like I'm sure that
Oh
people
my
will
God.
hate that, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Hey, that's a progression of holographic kind of thing. I mean, that's what got us like going in the 90s, where it's like something ultra premium was a holographic type thing that kind of moved in a lenticular way, but like even beyond that, it was just the whole 3D thing going on. Or chuck some magic eyes in there, hey, Remember those? They were crazy. God, Top's finest are going for a bit now.
Yeah, well,
Bit
I
nuts.
mean, they're kind of like the big thing.
They were, yeah, like I say, they were, you know, you can see now they were the Prism before Prism.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
nuts.
Um,
But
and
like 10, 15 years before.
and also there's a lot of really good stuff, like real stuff, that's in Top's finest. And one thing that I think people realize is that once half or more of a set starts going up because of the rarity,
Mm.
um, other copies of cards in that set are going to rise as well to meet the occasion.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
it's kind of like community, The rising tide floats all boats.
Think of that. Exactly, exactly. Which is funny because I mean, it's more just upping that stigma in your reputation of that set, I guess, and then everyone that has a play collection of the less favorable player or whatever, the more random one.
Hmm.
Like, oh, now it's a prism card, like so it's actually got to, actually command a few dollars for sure.
That's exactly it.
And top's
Um,
fine too.
and like I personally, what I want to do, I want to find some old $300 boxes.
Yeah, of what kind of sets you're looking at?
Oh well, it's funny you should mention that. There was
Oh, they
tops 97, 98. I think was about 300 to 350. Was another one as well. And that's Kobe rookies.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, ooh,
I just
95, 96 Skybox Premium Series 2 is one I desperately want because that has Michael Jordan meltdowns in it.
the last dance kind of. Oh, those rookies are cool too. Kevin
Mm-hmm.
Garnett. I had a few of these. Was this one with? Yeah, anytime the ball was featured in the artwork, it had a flame trail.
Yes,
Yeah, that's crazy. And the embossed kind of skybox stamp as well,
correct.
which is really
Yeah.
yeah.
So I definitely want to get my hands on like some of those, one of those at some point. It's just funny because like I've been watching somebody busting those draw time cards, which who I believe is also here in Australia, for
Yeah,
people to
no.
go and sub to on YouTube. Draw time cards, and he's been busting a lot of these boxes as well. Um, and I've just been like, that's what I want. Like,
It was a mad set. I see the flame trail now, and it's basically like they're playing NBA Jam, and I
mhm.
wonder how much of that was
Oh,
just
it definitely looks absolutely
embellishment.
inspired by
Like,
NBA Jam.
people know about flaming basketballs. This is realistic.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, good times. And then what was that one? Oh, hoops of that time. I remember cracking some packs of those. I was gonna say before, yeah, I don't. Oh, that insert. I always remember that one. Oh no, it's the hoops one. So 95, 96. Yeah, never mind. Um, but looking at 93, 94 upper deck was always my my thing, and it was a fairly standard set, as were Upper Deck at that time. Tops were kind of around there until they released Finest, I guess.
Mm.
That became that kind of up their premium nature, I guess. But yeah, 93, 94 Upper Deck was always my thing, and I'll still, not that it's going to take much to do, but I'll finish the set sometime soon. That'd be
Yeah,
really special.
I don't even remember how I was affording cards back then. I think that's because I was doing the PCYC stuff. I think.
Mm.
Um, I must have
I
been
don't
riding
think
my
cards
bike like almost an hour to the PCYC.
they weren't absurdly expensive though, right?
They weren't, but they were expensive enough if you wanted like Fleer Ultra or Upper Deck SP. They
Yeah,
were
that's
the
right.
like expensive packs at like nearing. I think they were nearing $10 to be honest.
Oh, that's what you're saying about my Kobe rookie
Yes.
being an SP. You're like, and Benny said that too. He's like, please don't sell that right now.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much.
That's yeah, and it's a good, like, awesome looking rookie card too. Great condition.
Very looking. Very
And
good looking.
SP Kobe rookie.
Yeah. Hashtag get that shit graded, yo.
That's the one I'm gonna get graded, and
Because
probably a bunch of others. So
and keep your eye on it. And as soon as it hits like a good number, ditch that.
mm,
Ditch that for
mm.
good money. Because to be
And I
honest,
think
like
of all the rookies of that year that Kobe had, like, I mean, the other one I see a bit, Topps Chrome's okay, and that's, I mean, as far as just aesthetically, it goes for big bucks, of course. But yeah, the SP Premier Prospects one is just so cool. It's like, it seems really personal. It sounds really weird to say about a basketball card, but it's just like, it's just a portrait shot of Kobe.
yeah.
Amazing. La 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 la. Basketball cards, eh? You think Carsen Edwards? You reckon Chesh's collection will tank? No, not really.
I mean, I guess we'll see, won't we?
I think you've collected a player you enjoy, so like, does it get more wholesome than that?
I think maybe I should back off on Carson and start collecting Grant Williams or Bromeo Langford for a while.
Romeo, maybe, yeah, exactly. I was saying before I was playing 2K again. I love to vicariously live through the idea that the Sonics may come back one day and run an expansion team through 2K, NBA 2K20, and just run seasons of dominating with the Sonics. But yeah, Celtics the other day, lo and behold, actually just torched me with Grant Williams and Romeo Langford. So they became good players on 2K. So there you go.
Yeah, but it doesn't have Carson Edwards, so I refuse to play it.
Oh no, it does. Like, he appeared, but he did crazy things. So.
Oh, so in other words, he came in for 30 minutes, made 3 shots, and was like, "Yep, I'm good."
I didn't recognize him because he didn't have his dreads, but as is the case in some of your cards, he's chopped those off now, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. They are Gonskis.
Fair enough. Like the Lonnie Walker hair. Have you seen that yet?
No.
Lonnie Walker's got some hair. Check that out. Or did anyway. And like I say, big reason why he cut it off too. There's actually a great article about it. But Lonnie Walker had the most impressive hair, I think, in the whole league for a little while.
So we're up to 7 Hoops base rookies.
Go Hoops.
I may or may not. I'm going to spoil something from the next mail time. Hopefully they'll be here by then.
No.
I may or may not have another 10 on the way.
Of Hoops?
Yes.
Oh boy.
I'll have 17 in total, so 16 normal and 1 parallel.
What other parallels do they come in? Just the green?
I think there's like maybe a purple, but I don't know. I haven't researched it. I haven't seen them, so I'm just going on what I've seen. It's what I'm
Hoops
buying.
staying alive is the entry level product, but you still go after them,
Exactly.
Still have things you want.
I mean, why not? Why not? I mean, at the end of the day, like, yeah, it's the whole thing of like, at some point, like, I'm gonna have to stop and focus on something else. But for now, quite happy to just like
Let's try and short out the Carsen Edwards.
buy all my Carsons. But still, I digress.
You figure out the big dilemma as basketball card collectors. Like, what do you do with them? Probably, I don't know, put them in a frame one day. Maybe. Binder, I don't know. Binder seems a little bit too pedestrian for these guys. Top
I
loaders
think,
usually a stack of top loaders on your desk is usually the way to go.
well, I wouldn't say on desk. I'd say probably like a bunch of top loaders. Um, Probably like stacked away out of the sun somewhere
Well, yes.
is definitely the way to go.
That's a very important preface there, actually. Why are they all Pringles?
Well,
Damn it.
it's more why are they all faded? Like, oh,
Well,
because
yeah.
I was an asshole and left them out in the sun.
But I mean, compared to the biggest qualm we have with Magic the Gathering card stock,
Hmm.
that's a Pringle thing. But I wonder what actually happens in the sun with these ones, like a lot of the modern basketball stocks or anything. I know some will curve based on foil and kind of interesting finishes that way for sure, and I've seen that happen in the past. But yeah, will any fade or whatever?
Exactly. So 10 normal revolutions, one Astro Parallel, and 3 Red
Scar.
Ice New Year.
It really makes
Have,
don't they? You excited? Astros.
we've got 5 Donruss base rookies. We've got 2 optics, and we have 1 red optic.
Nice.
And yeah, like that's the base stuff, I guess. Like everything else is just not really basey. Except for I guess the prisms and the mosaic. But yeah, like that's a pretty big collection already.
The cool thing about prisms these days, prisms are hardly base.
But I'm excited because I want to see what's in your shoe box. I mean, as we were discussing today, I could have sworn you had a signed Kawhi, but maybe it was something.
No, I do have a signed Kawhi. I just don't have a signed Pascal Siakam.
Oh, did I say Siakam? I meant Kawhi.
I
Because
do
I was
have
like,
the Kawhi, but yeah.
if you're gonna sell that Kawhi off, maybe you'll hold off and sell it to me instead.
Well, if you can, absolutely. So I'll probably prohibit putting it on the sell thread and special one. Yeah.
Because yeah, Kawhi's another player I think is some really good, like obvious potential already, but like room for expansion. And I think that's probably going to be the next thing I'm going to be looking at, maybe collecting some additional stuff of his as well.
I think even when you say room for expansion, that is diabolically insane when you think of what he's done in his career already.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I mean. It is totally a possibility that he has still ways to go. And he's already won a championship with 2 different teams.
But look, Jordan raised
He's
the
already
bar.
proved he's an android. He's purely a robot.
Yeah. Like Jordan was the problem here. Like Jordan made that bar rise so damn high, it's not funny.
Yeah, true. We talk about the amount of teams in the 90s that probably would have had championships and that probably should have had them, but there's the Bulls sitting in the way kind of thing. Cool. All right. Well, I'll keep this Kawhi for you, and yeah, I'll let you know when I get my webcam going, and we'll do a little setup. Got my I've already got my little background going here too, and all my Shaq soda cans as well.
I mean, just imagine it if at some point we're both like busting boxes on this stream and talking about the old days of basketball.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
maybe we can stream a little bit of NBA 2K at some point.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. No one wants to watch me play slow games with the Sonics.
Everyone wants to see me lose with my beloved Celtics.
Yeah, they've really become your team. I love it.
They are my team so much. Yeah. I dig it. Look, to be honest, I'm Scottish, not Irish, but I dig it.
Yeah, exactly.
And
hey, me too. I'm mostly Scottish.
That's how big the new stack is. That's
Whoa.
Just a little bit.
Approved.
Yeah, that's my investment.
Great. Well, you got a Jalen Brown as the one of your bases on the thing, the mosaics.
Exactly. It was hilarious.
Good stuff.
Cool.
Awesome.
Well, I hope everyone's enjoyed it. Where can they find you, Sam?
I'm at Past the Jam Sam on Twitter and the Instagrams. Give me a holler, and we do a lot of Magic content as well. But almost like basketball's a kind of not holiday on the side. So Tell me
And
a
exactly, and you can find me everywhere. Chesh breaks. Just remember with the YouTube, you're gonna have to search for me because we don't have a vanity URL for that yet. So hit that subscribe button because it's free. That's all you need to do. We're up to like 7 subscribers, which is great. It's more than I expected.
Yeah,
Less
part of
than
the
we
chat.
need. But
Have a good
yeah,
time.
we get together, we chat about my stupid investment purchases, and I don't actually regret anything, so it's not really stupid. I'm quite enjoying it.
Exactly.
All right, everyone. We'll catch you later. Bye.
Take care.